Hey y'all, Chuck here, my buddy Rick. Well, we're headed to we're headed to Lake Sam Rayburn, Big Sam. It is January 1st, 2016. It's about 45 degrees right now. We're just leaving Houston, and we're going to try to do some winter time fishing. We'll be up here for about 3 days of fishing. Hopefully we can catch some fish or get on a pattern, catch some fish. If Rick here, he can probably spank me. He's better at that kind of stuff than I am. So I'm a little under the weather, but I feel like things are going to get a lot better after the day. So it'll be fun. We've got about another 60-70 miles till we get there. We're going to get to the campsite, unload all our gear, and eventually get down to the water. We'll see you when we get to the camp. We're at the trailer. Just got here. Got our spot for the boat. Looks like somebody's moving out over here. Anyway, this is the trailer here. I could have showed you in the last video. Rick's inside making our sandwiches. And it is cold as shit right now. I don't know if we're going to go out anytime real soon. What you think?
I like it. I like it.
Anyway, we're going to make some sandwiches, warm the place up a little bit, and then we'll see how we feel. We're all bundled up and at the boat ramp. You ready to freeze your nuts off?
Yes, sir. Let's go catch them.
Anyway, see if I can remember how to put the boat in the water. It's only been 3 months. So it's I'm pretty toasty right now. It's about 40, 45 degrees.
45.
Winds blowing between 10 and 15. We'll go out here and catch some fish and warm up. Let's get the boat in the water. Well, we're nice and bundled up.
Yes, sir. The only bad thing is my glasses are fogging up from the heat.
Oh, yeah.
From my nose.
You might want to close your eyes anyway.
I probably will.
I'm going to shut the camera off for the ride across the lake. I think I'm going to have both hands on the wheel. So we'll turn it back on if we get there. If we get there. When we get there.
No ifs.
Water temperature is 57.7 degrees. That's pretty damn good. I like it. However, the wind's blowing about 12 miles an hour out of the north. Of course, you know in the wintertime it really picks up some swells for whatever reason. In the wintertime, those swells are kind of nasty when the wind's blowing a little bit. So, see if we can't put something together. I think we're going to whack them. Man, that was some exciting stuff there. Y'all missed that one.
Yeah.
It was rough. Of course, the GoPro didn't hang. It fell off. Just get the controller motor down. Try to get my feet. Well, we got our first little keeper fish this morning, or this afternoon, or lunchtime. What I'm doing is I'm throwing in it's called a A-rig, Alabama rig, or is this an umbrella rig?
Same thing.
I'm throwing an umbrella rig. Some little paddle tail swim baits, and I just picked up about a little 14 and a half, 15 inch fish. So he was right off about 10 feet off of the bank. I said the water's about 60 degrees right now, so I don't think the bait's kind of moved that far out. So he hit it pretty hard, so I think there's more to come. So maybe we're going to troll along the edges here and try to pick this up some swim bait. think maybe one of the back hooks hit the tail and it's kind of felt a little different, you know. Well, we switched to a fluke. A watermelon red with a dyed chartreuse tail. We just caught our third keeper fish. Of course, now the wind's going to blow. You won't be able to hear me. But we're throwing this. It's made by Zoom. It's just a fluke with a dyed tail. I'm using about a 1/16 ounce weight, and it's in between two bobber stoppers. So it's kind of keeping it up a little bit, gives it a little bit better action, I think, when you're twitching it. But basically, we're just kind of throwing it in there and finding some grass and really just dragging it through the grass. And then they're just picking it up. So when your line's heavy, you just set the hook. So there ain't no telling how many fish we've missed so far until we finally established what the hell they were doing. Rick got him a good keeper. What is that, an 8-inch, 10-inch worm?
10-inch Berkeley, June bug.
That's a good fish right there.
That's a pretty good fish there, Chuck. Good 4.5, 5 pounders.
Oh, that's a Rayburn fish there.
Yeah.
Swallowed it. You got your pliers handy?
Yeah.
That's a good fish. All right. My hands are frozen. Sorry, fish. There we go. What, about a 5-pounder? Good fish. Yeah, he got me too. Well, this is the same bait I've been using all day. It's still in good shape. Gotta love them flukes. Well, that was our 5th keeper, guys. Water temperature still 58.2. Still cold as shit outside. Same pattern, just letting it sit there. Swam off with it. It's a good fish. I'd like to catch one more. How about you?
Yeah, that was right off that point there.
Yeah. I was just talking crap about this spot, wasn't I?
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest fish of the day. So we think we can do that this month? Your question? We can get 5 in a boat like that.
Yeah, like that last one, they have 20 pounds.
They're doing pretty good. Well, we're back at the camp. Day number 1. It's a little cold. We caught our 5 fish. Had a pretty good day. We survived the ride back. And Rick's made us some shish kebabs. We're about
Fresh venison tenders with squash and mushrooms and onion on the grill.
ought to be pretty tasty. So we're going to sit here and have us a couple cocktails and watch the A-Team. And we're going to do it again tomorrow. Well, it's morning number 2. Feels a little bit better out here today. It's not really windy at all, so we ought to be able to run pretty much anywhere on the lake that we want to this morning. I don't know if you could see, but it's kind of ugly. Of course, it is wintertime, so I think Sunday's going to be pretty sunny outside. But we got the boat all charged up. We didn't put any gas in there because we didn't really go very far, and there's a little bit of a breeze out here, of course. We're going to get on the water here pretty soon and try to find another pattern pretty quick. Well, Rick, what's the plan today?
Catch the fish.
You going to smack me today?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll just...
It's my turn. We're going to throw traps, umbrella rigs, and probably catch everything on flukes.
I think he's going to wear me out. So we're just going to call it Rick's Day, and Rick's going to name the game plan. So today's Rick's Day, so wherever Rick wants to go, I'll just be the guide. Well, actually, I'll just be the driver. He'll be the guide. Making our sandwiches. I've got to eat, so I got to stay healthy and sexy. So we're going to make some lunch and then head out.
Back over to Norris.
We'll go back over there and start with our pattern we did yesterday.
Yeah, and just see if we can put a little bit of it duplicated again, and then go look for something else after that.
All right. We're going back to Norris. Back to where we caught that big fish yesterday, back in Norris Creek. I'm sure everybody knows Norris Creek if you're familiar with Rayburn. I got me a fresh fluke on this morning, so
Fluke them too.
All right, just swimming it.
Yeah.
I done threw up in there like 5 times.
Took the 6th time.
Well, I just caught a couple little keepers. Just basically just swimming this fluke in the hydrilla on the outer edge, and probably about 5 foot of water. But I want to show you something. Look at how beautiful it is out here. So I don't care if you're not catching any fish. This is what it's all about. Is that right, Rick?
Hmm?
This is what it's all about anyway.
Yeah. Being in the outdoors.
That ain't even a keeper there. But he hit it. He hit it hard. As soon as it hit the grass, he hit it.
Pretty big, yeah.
Good fish. There you go. That's what we came back here for, wasn't it? Good job.
Hate that Cinco.
There's another Norris Creek bass right there.
Black mouth.
Yeah.
Keeper.
How'd he hit it?
Hard. Thought he was good.
It's about a 2-pounder, huh? Well, we finished up our second day on Sam Rayburn. Seems like we weren't able to really get a very good pattern until after about 2 o'clock. So we caught our 5 fish. They weren't very big. Had a couple, probably 2.5 pounds. Same thing, just throwing that little fluke with a little bit of a weight on it, a little 16th ounce weight with the bobber stoppers up about maybe a foot, and just dragging it through the grass like really slow. Pull it through the grass, let it stop, and that's how we were getting our bite. The water temperature is still, it's about 56. We found some 58 today, but it's January, so it's not going to hold up. I'm sure a few more cold fronts and it'll be freezing again. So we've got a couple tournaments coming up. We may fish next weekend. We may fish tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a little sunny, so we're thinking about coming and trying to pitch in the grass. We'll see. We'll see how we feel tonight, and we're gonna head back to the hotel. We're gonna head back to the trailer and call it a night. Well, it's Sunday, January 3rd, third day of our wintertime January fishing trip. It's been pretty good. We expected some sun this morning, but it's not here yet. We're gonna head up north, try to find some warmer water, see if we can find some new water, and to see if we can get on a pattern that's a little bit early. We don't plan on staying on the lake all day. We're gonna get back to Houston, but we do plan on catching a lot of big fish. So we'll see you at the spot. So Rick just caught the first fish of the morning. Almost a keeper. So what were you doing? Just throwing in the hydrilla?
Yeah, throwing it in. Saw a clump of hydrilla on the drop off and threw it in there. 11 foot.
All right, seems like the same pattern, so. What are you throwing there? 8-inch, 10-inch?
10-inch.
Berkeley?
Gin bug Berkeley.
Another one on the 10-inch worm in the grass in the middle of the creek.
He feels cold.
Yeah, it is kind of cold.
Or a foul hooked his ass.
Good fish.
Don't like the one you lost.
It's a good keeper.
Yep.
About a 14.5. Well, it's a beautiful day anyway. We resorted to drinking beer. Caught a couple fish. Well, it's about 2 o'clock. I don't know, we probably caught, how many do you think, 10? You think we caught 10 fish? Not real big. It's a beautiful day, but it's winter time and the sun's bright, so I don't know if they went in the grass or they're just not really feeding that much. It's probably going to be better bite later in the afternoon. We got to head back. That's it.